it's your girl AJ. We are back at this Feng Shui TV.
You know what it is. You ain't gotta look at me twice. You know, it's the LWA. I'm the only guy who spells his name out. You know what it is. Come on, Amani. How you doing, baby?
I was looking for more than a lifestyle. It is more than a lifestyle.
It's more than a lifestyle when I'm around.
We are at Spritz. Anyway, we are at Spritz as always.
Premium Lounge. Premium Lounge.
This guy hasn't been on our past episodes because he has been busy with his Mr. DRIP ventures. So, bro, tell the people why you have not been here.
Well, guys,
I mean, they haven't been bored.
I mean, firstly, I'm trying to put on some weight. You know, I'm just trying to eat. You guys just want a guy skinny for life. Like, I'm trying to be slim fit.
Not at all.
You guys just want me looking like a McDonald's fry. Like, no. But like, on a serious note, shout out for having me back. You know, Feng Shui TV, man, more than a lifestyle. And you know, we've been podcasting. You know, speaking about podcasting, you know, the industry's growing now. You know, everybody's podcasting. You know, PMP is not just the scene now where people are just walking in and saying, hi, my name is Sharon and welcome to my YouTube channel. They're actually podcasting. You know, it's really growing.
I mean, for me, I haven't been a podcast lover. So this for me is a first to even be a presenter. So I'm interested in finding out how podcasting has grown over the years, since you always have told me about Mac G. Lil Wayne has a podcast.
For the fact that there are people like Mac G, it says a lot. You know, it's South Africa. You know, we're not really very forthcoming when it comes to things of technology and, you know, current things. We're always at the end, I feel. You know, you look at it from a perspective of first world country, second world country, third world country.
Yeah.
You know, there are a lot of guys now, and females, you know, especially a lot of female, the influencers on IG, a lot of them have YouTube channels, and they're really booming, like, serious, like, following, like, maybe 11,000 onwards. Other guys are hitting hundreds, you know. There are a lot of people who are living off of YouTube in South Africa, you know, so the growth isn't really something to speak on, it's something to just watch.
Yeah. Would you say that when we speak about podcasts, could TikTok be compared to a podcast channel? Because it's you can make videos, but it's not like Instagram with their reels.
But it's not conversation, you know. It's not conversation. That's what we're after, you know. At the end of the day, the human species, we need conversations based on a person's mental capacity, you know. Obviously, certain people are going to feel a certain way when they hang around certain people. So whomever you're comfortable with, the art of having a conversation that is gonna get your dopamine levels to another level. That's what we're after, you know. So I feel like as much as TikTok is revolutionary, podcasting is for life.
Yeah.
That is a conversation, a raw conversation between two individuals.
Yeah. So do you feel like as we're presenters, do you feel that more people would join the industry and actually start podcasting? Or let me rephrase the question and say, as when you started out on Red Radio, how did it change for you to start actually being on a show where you're talking to people, although they're not really watching at the moment, but you know?
I don't really mind.
Yeah?
I don't really mind. This is blowing stress for me.
Yeah.
You know? We're out here, bruh. We're having conversations. We're out here, bruh. Dude, my pillow is Glenfiddich, bruh. Are you understanding the steez? No. You're not understanding the steez.
Spritz after all.
You're not getting the steez.
I feel like for me, it was a matter of when I first came onto the show, I was like really, really nervous.
I remember.
Ridiculously nervous because it was a matter of I hadn't quite navigated through life that much yet to actually actively speak upon to other people.
Hey,
it's
man.
like, whoa, you're asking me to be the most like a figure when I barely know what's going on here.
Hey, bro. But that's the whole real aspect of it all, you know.
Yeah.
You'd rather just be that person who isn't perfect but is there, as opposed to someone who is now portraying a role, you know.
Yeah.
we have an issue right now with social media, podcasting. People are living lies, you know, and the more you live the lie, the harder it becomes when you have to look at the reality of it all. So,
Yeah.
you know, you'd
Feel
rather
like
just,
you're drowning.
yeah, I'd rather have you shaking here like a leaf in autumn, nervous as hell, as opposed to you coming here acting like you good, and then you start fumbling on the show. You start telling me about the time your mom slapped you. I'm not interested about those times, you know, but more about that with the LWA and Amani. You know, I'm not talking the Italian brands. Now I'm just talking Amani HA. Catch you on the break. Feng Shui TV, more than a lifestyle.
Action.
Feng Shui TV,
More than a lifestyle.
we're back again.
AJ and LWA.
Oh man, don't say it like that. It sounds wrong. I'm your brother, not your man's.
Oh my god.
Fantasizing over me. Valentine's was last month. Get over it.
Oh. Somebody come get this boy.
It's not me, man. It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
Anyway, so we were still talking about podcasts.
Straight.
Do you feel that podcasts will one day eventually, well, let me not say one day, eventually as time moves on, cancel out TV as a whole and people will move to online streaming?
Unlikely.
Unlikely.
Unlikely. I don't know. I feel like it's too early, you know, especially in a country like ours.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people still watch TV. You know, replacing TV isn't really an easy thing. You know, I mean, for one, you need to watch the news. If you're anyone who's living in the world, you need to watch the news. You know, and we can't necessarily just be watching podcasts. You know, I like watching cartoons. I like watching anime. You know, I like watching Dragon Ball Z. I'm gonna just put that out there. You know, I don't have a tattoo of Goku, but like, yeah. But like,
Dragon Ball.
even with you, like I'm sure, like sometimes you scroll on DSTV and you watch something that you like.
Yeah,
You know,
I do.
just something random. I mean, imagine if you couldn't watch any Netflix and it was just podcast.
I would actually use my shit. No lie.
I still have to watch Squid Game season 2. You're telling me now
You're
I
still
can't.
watching that?
I know Squid Game is
Oh
dope.
my
man. I know.
gosh.
Oh, I'm trying
That
to
is
make the
just
paper
hectic.
flip. I'm only playing Squid Games.
I don't even know that reference.
Oh,
But
man. Trash. I'm a trash.
but terrible.
I'm a trash.
So we have decided that no, TV is not being cancelled anytime soon, and I second that. I feel like there are certain, like your SABC ones with your generations and all of that. A lot of those shows, especially for the elderly, it will affect them if
Hey man, for me
podcasts
too.
are, TV is just
For me too.
cancelled.
You know, I grew up on soapies. You know, I might not look it, but I used to watch Days. I know all about all of them. You know, Brooke, Logan. I was there. But like, I think with another thing about TV is the togetherness of being able to watch it together. You know, we're not all gonna group together and watch Joe Rogan. You know, some people don't want to watch the Joe Rogan show, and that's fine. You know, one person's opinion is not the world. So when it comes to things like TV, I think those are conversations maybe 5 years down from now, where we're able to track what's going on with technology. You know, I mean, it's like asking someone in 2010 if there was ever going to be a car that drives itself, and then fast forward to 2022 and Tesla's already trying that.
Yeah.
So certain things, I think, as time goes on, we can answer those questions.
Yeah. Well, we are now diving into the social dilemma.
The IG,
The social dilemma.
the gram.
So, mental health issues have been the topic of discussion this past month. Let me say that, where we had three rappers, entertainment, idol people pass away, and it's a matter of there are certain things in life where society deems viable for you to say and not say. So there is a culture of your public opinion. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Everybody knows that.
Facts.
So why is it that in terms of society, some people deem, okay, cool, no, you can't actively say that in front of such and such, or such on such a broad platform. Obviously, there's some things that you can't say because it's in terms of like courtesy and manners and all of that. But why does the public feel that on a wider scale, when it's addressing an issue that's obviously an open wound, is it not okay? When is it ever ready? When is it ever the time to address certain things and say certain things?
The public is the public. You know, that's just the unfortunate fact. You know, the public has been like this since the beginning of time. Even when Jesus was around, I'm sure the public, when Jesus pulled through and he said, "Yo, I am the Messiah," you know, I'm sure there were a lot of people like, "Fuck out of here." There are a lot of people. I mean, people will always choose to not believe into something until it is too late. You know, there are a lot of people who died because of HIV thinking it was just some random thing. You know, you can't put a price on one person's intelligence. We don't know how far other people have gone in terms of growing. Even with the whole mental health condition. There are a lot of people who say they have depression and all these different mental health issues, but have never actually been diagnosed. So because of that, what actually happens is the guys who are actually suffering are not overshadowed by the guys who have the clout. So the guys who have the clout who are just saying this so they can have more viewers, more followers, more music sold or whatever, are now taking the space of people who actually are struggling. There are people who have been vocal about this even before now. You know, there are guys who were deemed by society to be less masculine because they voiced out how they felt about their opinions.
Yeah.
You know, I'll give you the example of Will Smith. He came out into the world. He listened to his wife telling these things, and what happened? He got turned into a meme.
Yeah.
So can you honestly? Yeah, like, so when the next man now commits suicide, are we not all going to be the same one saying he should have said something? Because if that person says something, they then turn into a joke, you know, especially for guys.
And also, touching on that, why is it that the public finds certain issues only deemable to speak about when certain things happen? They only love you after you've gone. J. Cole.
Control.
Ricky Rick passed away, and people felt that no, you know what, suicide and mental health issues should be addressed. Last year or the years before was someone else, and then certain things said suicide has to be addressed. It is always a trend where as soon as something happens, whatever the cause of that person's death was, it should be addressed until people, and the next big thing comes along, people hop on that bandwagon. And then if a person were to, okay, let me put it this way, not a lot of people necessarily fight for a cause for a long time. They will fight for one thing, then as soon as the popularity moves to the next subjects, they move with it.
Amen.
And that is the sad part about the world that we live in. And then you get people saying, no, you can't address certain issues by, or be insensitive towards these people because they are going through some hectic mental issues, you know? So don't be hypocritical. Meanwhile, a few years down the line, man, they'll be saying, oh, we should have said something, like you're saying. You know?
Hey man, you know, in regards to the Ricky situation, it's a tough situation, you know, where a leader in the industry, a front runner, has succumbed to something that has been killing other guys for so long, and only because of his passing are now people going to take him to note. You know, it's a very sad thing that he lost his life. You know, it's very sad, but at the same time, what option is given to guys like that? When you're at the top, there are very few things that you're allowed to do, and being vocal about how you feel, and that's not really something that people are going to take lightly. You know, the same people who are saying he should have said something are the same people who would have been posting about his problems on Instagram. You know, we've seen how when celebrities, especially in South Africa, we in South Africa are notorious, especially on Twitter. You end up a joke.
Yeah.
There have been plenty of people who come up and have named their rapists and have accused them on social media, and they've all been turned into a joke. You know,
Yeah.
there've been plenty of people who have suffered different things. You know, so the unfortunate part about this whole thing is we are our own enemies.
Yeah.
You know, there is no bad guy out there. We are the enemies.
We are society.
Because
Society is
at
us.
one point, everybody's gonna post about someone's downfall.
Yeah. And speaking of drag culture, what you just said, that Rick, there are certain things that he could not say because they would be turned into memes later. So that right there is dragging culture. So do you feel that dragging culture is one of the main causes as to why famous people have mental health issues or certain insecurities that become deep-seated and make them act out or get
I don't know.
into bad habits?
I don't know. I think the most important fact about celebrities is the fact that they are people.
Yeah.
You know, we can't rule out the fact that these are people who need to go and take a shit sometime during the day. They need to eat. They need to be hydrated. These are people.
Yeah.
You know?
So human.
And any person who is in the limelight, who constantly can't make a step out of place from the rhythm that they've now started is deemed to be unworthy. There are plenty of people who have fallen off for petty things. There are plenty of guys who have gone on to say that the fame and the money was too much. You know, I don't think that anyone struggling from mental health, whether it's a celebrity or a normal person, struggles because of just because of how society sees them. I think they are people and they have minds. You know, the mind is the worst enemy one can have. You know, that's the enemy you can't fight. You know, you can only imagine how it feels like when you're at the top and you've now worked so hard to get here and you're still realizing that you're still in ground one.
Yeah.
You're still fighting your mind. You know, I don't think there are any differences from a celebrity who's depressed and from a child who's in university who's depressed. I think it's the same thing. I think the time and place when it is seen by Functory TV, back again, still chilling with the Glen footage, but you can't see it because I'm that rich. I'm rich in my head though, not like for real. Before someone starts catching ideas. Amani's hands started itching there for a minute. Amani, relax. It's just me. No black card. They're all colors, but not black. So anyway, Amani, you and I on the hot
You
seat.
just always need to give him his 5 minutes.
My
just
5
to-
minutes. My
just
intro
to
is.
rant.
Hey,
You know,
bro.
that
I'm the
your
Kanye
intro.
of this podcast. I'm the Kanye of this podcast.
It is the hot seat. It's the hot seat.
Yeah, man. It's cold outside, but it's the hot seat in here. You know, just the normal things on Functory TV more than a lifestyle. So it's my turn, right? I'm the one who asked the first question.
Ask
Right?
the first question, yes.
So, ladies, gentlemen, and those in between, dying from hypothermia,
Or
drowning in an ocean.
I would say drowning in the ocean.
You'd rather choke on all of that water?
Because at least it will take not longer than 5 minutes. If I'm
Damn,
freezing,
You counting your death? Like, one,
come on.
2,
If I'm not breathing like for 5 minutes,
Man.
automatically I stop struggling and I'm good. Now if I start to freeze, wait for my fingers to fall off, let it get all the way to my neck, my eyes, my face, my nose.
Frostbite. Frostbite is a bitch. I live in South
I'd
Africa. I've
rather
never had
drown.
frostbite, but frostbite is a bitch.
I would rather drown.
Yeah, I think I try not to drown. You know, I'm black, so like the survival instinct is definitely gonna kick in. You know, I don't know about
It has
people trying
nothing
to die.
to do with you.
She
being
wanted to
black.
die. You on the other side of this, who's gonna watch this? Everybody right now who is recording this was like, "Fuck, Amani wants to die." We were all concerned. Like the director is literally chilling like this, like she really wanna die.
He's
Nah.
putting words into my mouth, but anyway.
I wanna
How
keep
would
it.
you rather go out, bro?
Go like a G. I drown.
Exactly, so...
But I try not to drown, I won't lie. I try to at least float. Like,
Why do you think I'd just be like, oh my god, okay, let me drown now? No, I would actually fight. It's natural for the body to kick and scream.
in the water.
Yes,
No,
exactly. That just speeds up the process.
man, I'm gonna try to float my way out of this
Second question.
one. Question.
Would you rather be charged for a murder or framed rather for a murder or rape charge?
Preferably, neither.
That's a big one.
But cause I was getting to that. This is like Dragon Ball Z. I can't just tell you what's happening on the next episode. I gotta be like next time on Dragon Ball Z. I can't just. It's not instantaneous. It's not an E-want. It's not an E-want. You gotta wait on it a bit. But I think murder, cause rape is a different story once you get inside.
Rape is never mind once you get inside, bro. Imagine, okay, fine, murder.
Pedo list.
Bro.
Oh, you're on a pedo list. Oh, yeah.
Like your image is tainted. I mean, a murder charge, it's like, okay, cool. Because I'd also pick murder. Like for a murder charge, you can spin the story any way you'd like.
Oh, I don't mean like pick murder like it's a joke. You saying it like I'm a pick murder.
I would pick
Like,
murder.
like you're adding toppings on like McDonald's burgers, like ketchup, pickles. Are you serious?
And a
I'll
bit of
pick murder. I'll pick murder. Oh, I wouldn't pick rape for the life of me.
Yeah.
One, I mean, you're definitely gonna be someone's booty warrior for life inside prison. Like you're
forever
a booty warrior.
picking up soap, bro.
They gonna clap your cheeks until they die out, bro. But like,
oh shit.
yeah, man. I mean, I guess it would suck though. I mean, but we're not in like some serious like place in the world where like if you're caught for like murder or framed for murder where you die. So.
Yeah.
But it's just gonna suck. I mean, South African prisons aren't really known for being glamorous.
At all.
At all.
It's savages, what is that?
Savagery.
Try before you even
Mr. Yoda.
see an expected. Anyway, you can find me at AJ_123. Where can we find you, bro?
You can find me at home. I'm a normal person. You don't find me online. I live a real life. I have real things to do. You see, like after the show, as soon as it's like cut, I'm gonna go and take a piss. That's what real people do. They take a piss. You can find me on my social media at London Shop on Instagram. You can also follow the DRIP, the Drip Drip. Be willing to spend some money on my water. My water is pure water, pure vibes. You can find it on its.dripdrip on Instagram. It's the LWA signing out with my right hand. I'm not a lefty. It's Amani.
Always a pleasure. It is Feng Shui TV, more than a lifestyle. We are at Spritz Premium Lounge. Catch us next time.
Next time. I'ma just do this the right way. Next time on Dragon Ball Z.